All the words are stage. This is the perfect chord to introduce the poem Seven Ages of Man. It is a monologue which appears in William Shakespeare's play As You Like It, Act 2, Scene 7. This speech is delivered by the melancholy character Jacques, describing the seven stages of a man's life. Let us start with the first stage. All the words are stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. Summary. In the poem Seven Ages of Man, Shakespeare compares the entire world to a theatrical stage where all the human beings perform their allotted role given by the god. Every individual has to go through seven acts that are seven stages of man's life. And one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being seven ages: at first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Summary. The first stage. In this phase of his life, man appears as a child in the world. As a child, he is a helpless creature. He cries in the arms of his nurse for one reason or the other. He cries and vomits. Then the whining schoolboy with his sash and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace with woeful ballad, made to his mistress's eyebrow. In the next phase of his life, man appears as a child in the world. He goes to school with a bag hanging from his shoulders. He goes to the school creeping like a snail. He marches to the school unwillingly. In the third stage of his life, a man plays the part of a lover. He grows into a young man full of desires, ambitions, and dreams. He becomes a young man. He sighs like a furnace. He begins to write sad poems to his beloved. He cannot control his sad feelings. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the part, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. In the fourth stage of his life, man becomes a foul-mouthed soldier who has learned queer words at this stage. He tries to give himself a formidable look with a beard like a pard. He is emotional and jealous. He quarrels with others for his honor and grace. He hankers after temporary and bubble fame. And then the justice, in fair round belly with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. In the fifth stage of his life, he becomes a judge. He becomes mature and experienced in his thoughts. The heat of youth has completely cooled down and he becomes very realistic. He wishes to grab wealth by foul and fair means. He begins to accept bribe and thus adds much to his material comforts. He becomes ease-loving and therefore becomes fat. His belly becomes round. He eats healthy fowls and chicken presented to him as a bribe. His eyes become severe and he grows the beard of formal cut. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful horse, well saved a world too wide, for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice, and turning again toward childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. Then, in the sixth stage of his life, man grows old. He looks quite ridiculous in his movements. He wears glasses because his eyesight is weak. His shoes become white for his feet. His voice suffers a change. It becomes a shrill and quivering whistle. The last scene of all that ends this strange eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans street, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. However, in the final stage, the man turns into a child once again. He seems to forget everything. He becomes toothless His eyesight is weakened and he is deprived of taste. He is ready to leave this world. Shakespeare has the seven stages of man's life with a touch of satire and cynicism. In each stage, man imagines himself great and important, but there is something ridiculous in his behavior all through his life. To encapsulate the foregoing exposition, Shakespeare wants to render a message through his poem, The Seven Ages of Man, that men and women are merely players in the drama of life. They are termed as merely players because no one lives forever, but plays his or her part and departs. At birth they enter a stage, and during death they leave it. Man passes through seven phases of life in accordance with their age.